Hello everyone, it's Nicole Martel. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm sharing how I put the art journal spread together. I'm using Art by Marlene's 4x4 art journal. I'm using some of her collage papers and the fun die cuts that she has. I just love them. She has like die cuts of people and animals, and they're just funky and fun. So I thought I would go ahead and play today with some stencils and stamps. I'm going to share how I put this together, how I built the background together. It takes some time, it's a process, but that's the most fun part of this, is just playing with all the things and having fun. So I'm looking through and I picked the pattern paper that I want to use. I'm going to use pieces of the paper by ripping and tearing and cutting all the little elements out. But first I'm going to use some ink, and I'm just going to apply the ink all over the page to change it to a lime green. And you can use paint. I decided not to use paint because I'm impatient and I did not want to wait for the paint to dry. So I went with the ink instead. And 49 Markets ink does blend really nicely together. You can mix the inks to create a nice blend. And then I'm going to use the stencil here, and I'm going to just add some blue right through the stencil. And I'm just being careful so that I can hold that in place. And so I'm going to go ahead and blend that through. I'm not going to worry too much about whether it's too dark or light, because some of it's going to end up getting covered, if not all. But this is just a starting point for me, because I just never know where my pages are going to end. I just do whatever comes to mind when I start playing around. I do like to add black and white washi to my pages because it just adds a nice contrast against the bright colors. And I do glue them because over time the washi does lose its stickiness depending on where it's stored in your house and the humidity. So just to make sure it doesn't peel off, I just add some glue to it just to be sure, because I don't want to spend all this time on a project and then come back and it's falling apart. So I just glue it down real quick. And then I'm going to cut the excess off at the end. And this is probably going to get covered up too, some of it, but it's just to add some black and white to the page. I like how the black really pops against the whites. And then I was going to add some paint, a little bit of paint. And so I like the colors here, and I just took my fingers and rubbed some paint here and there. And I didn't do a whole lot of paint, just a little bit, because I'm not worried how long this part takes to dry, because I'm going to be working on this for about 35 minutes or so. And hopefully by the time I get to that point of almost finishing, it'll dry. And then I do plan on gluing down all my embellishments. So I'm just adding some pink here. It looks sloppy now, but once it's all comes together, it's going to look really cool. So just slap some color down there. I usually pick some colors from the die cut that I'm using as inspiration. And then I'm going to go ahead and tear this out. And I'm going to be using bits and pieces of this paper to create the background. And so I'm just really working on the background for now to get it all squared away. I'm going to cut this down and add just to the bottom. Just going to glue this down here. Perfect. Cut that off here. And I'm going to add some on the other page just so that it has a nice uniform look between the two pages. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. I like this little torn book page look. And I'm going to glue that right on the bottom here. And I'm just applying layer after layer just to build onto this page. And it takes some time, but I love this process. I'm going to go ahead and cut the title out. I'm going to use this as a title. I'm going to just cut this out. I was going to use my stamps to stamp a title, but then I saw this and I thought, this is perfect. I don't even need to do that. So that worked out. I'm going to glue this lady on here. I love this. I think that looks really good there. So I'm going to leave it there, press down, and let the glue set in. And then I was trying to figure out where I'm going to put the title. I'm going to just put it over here and glue it. So good. I love that. And then I was going to outline it with the black pen, but I didn't. And it was just one of those things that you can do to make the title pop if you wanted to. And then I was thinking about bringing in some yellow because she's wearing yellow shoes. So I thought, why not cut these out and see if I can pull it in here a little bit. So I cut this out, and I'm just going to move it around and see how it looks. Maybe tear it down a little bit. So I'm just going to go with that. Glue this down to kind of pull in some of the yellow. And then I'm going to cut that down. And then I'm going to add some more of this paper up at the top there, just to kind of break up the yellow. I don't want a whole lot of yellow. I just want it just a little bit. So I'm going to cover this up a little bit. I like this. I love it so much. I'm going to go ahead and glue her down right there. Okay, and then I'm going to tear this up here and then add a little teeny bit of washi at the top, like so. And I'm just building layers. I like it to have a funky look. I'm going to go ahead and tear this a little bit and tuck it right back there to add some teal. And I'm going to pop it in there. And I like the little circles. And I'm going to be using those to help add some sequins later. And then I decided I needed to do something else on the left side at the top. It looked too plain there, so I'm going to go ahead and add some circles. And I'm just cutting these right out of the paper. And then I added some heart stamps to it. And I should have really soaked up that stamp so that it was more vibrant. I didn't really like how light that was. I'm still going to use it. And I'll show you what I end up doing. But I'm just going to glue it on here. And then I'll just create another layer on top of it. Because I do like the circle part of it. I'm going to go ahead and stamp this heart onto a scrap paper here. And then fussy cut this out. And then I'm going to add this on the other side. And it's just to give you an idea of what you can do with these rubber stamps. You can just stamp on the collage papers and cut them out. I love that. So fun. Okay, I'm trying to see, so I'm going to fix the circle at the top there. So I thought I would go ahead and stamp this image here. And then I'm going to fussy cut this out. And I'm going to just pop it right at the top there. And it's going to work out great. Alright, I'm going to pop that in there. I like the colors of that anyway. I like the touch of blue because it brings out the girl's hair. So it totally works. See how accident can be a good thing? And then I'm going to cut another one and then just cut the small center part of the circle. And add this on the bottom here. Okay, and then I'm going to just swipe this black ink along the sides there. Just to add some contrast. And I just love how this is coming together. I'm going to add some sequins. And I'm going to actually add, so those little circles on this right side with the green, I'm just going to glue the sequins in there. And that just helps tell me where to put them. Because I never know where to put sequins, but I like the look of them. And then I'm going to add some other sequins. I'm going to add the magenta to the circle. I'm going to add some blue. This is just super fun. You can use gems if you want to do gems instead. But I have sequins in my stash from years ago. And it's just nice to actually use them. I'm going to pop the purple in here. And then on the side there, I'm going to add sequins to all the little purple circles to add texture. And I just love this so much. Like, it's crazy how these layouts, these little art journal spreads come together. Because when I start, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I just start playing and putting things down. And they come to life. I love that. I hope you found this inspiring and that you've learned a few things or two. And I look forward to hearing your comments in the section, what you liked about this and what you would like to see in the future. Thanks for stopping by today, and be sure to check out my playlist for the other art journal spreads I created. Take care.